Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Let me tell you. Okay, I apologize for being a few minutes late tonight. Hello. Hi. My office is currently a disaster. Um, I was watering my plants and feeding Midori and putting a new light bulb into my little glowy salt lamp over here. And I had this big, I don't even know where it went. I had this big pitcher of water, and I was like bending over around my chair here, like plugging the lamp back in. I got back up. I set my foot back into the pitcher of water. It went all over the floor of my very tiny office, under everything, onto everything, including my socks. So I'm sitting here barefoot. There's like 8 towels on my floor. My little rolling chair mat, I had to scoot it up because I got water under it. So that's like kind of propped up by some towels. Midori is happily eating her food, so that's good. I'm sitting in an aluminum folding chair. It's just, hi everyone. Hi, everyone. So I have a pair of dry clean socks that I'm going to put on. Yes, I'm also glad I was not electrocuted. Midori, oh, you're getting wet footprints all over my writing. Oh, yes. Oh, little wet footprints. Okay. So how are you? How are all of you? Tell me how you are. Hi, Takara. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Skit. Hi, Naked Acres. Forsaken Fallen is here. Jimmy is here. Damien is here. Hello, Tim is here. Hi, Augie is here. Laura is here. Stephanie, another book lover. Cass, Liz. Hi. Hi. Hi, Anne is here. Hello. Shannon is here. The Peachy Writer is here. Dimitri is here. Davis, hello. Stephanie, hi. Steffers. We have so many people who are here. Hello. Hi. Oh, okay. I think my brain is back. Yes, good. Okay, everyone. Everyone is doing well. Marissa is here. Oh, wonderful. Marissa says, had a rough day, but I'm looking forward to our time together tonight. Thank you for saying that, Marissa. Kathy is exhausted. New puppy. Oh, gosh. Okay. Poxy is here. Hello, Poxy. I love it. Yes. Midori is happy she's fed. The Peachy Writer says, I'm happy it's Wednesday. Yet another day closer to Friday. Davis is playing Stardew Valley. Ooh, trying to find a balance between fishing and farming. I farm spring, summer, and fall, and then I fish and do the mines all winter. But I mean, it's kind of up to you. Good. Dimitri says, doing swell. Fantastic. Jimmy says, what happened was aliens. 5 aliens came through the window, knocked over the water pitcher. One of them stepped on Midori, who bit the other one. The lamp fell down. Some other things happened, but basically, aliens. Basically. Yes, silver lining, my office is very well hydrated. And as Stephanie says, now I have an indoor pool. So, you know what? I'm just winning all over the place. Winning all over the place. So Essie is here. Hello. Oh, just a heads up, my Twitch notification is about Stardew. Oh, great. Okay. I need to fix that. But first, I'm going to put on some dry socks. Oh my gosh. Dry socks, especially because it's, 20 degrees and snowy outside. Okay. There's nothing like putting on a pair of warm, dry socks. Okay. Let's see. Yes, yes. Annie says, missed the beginning of the disaster story, but sounds about right for today. So now can we all go hide in a blanket fort? Yes. Yes. If by blanket fort you mean happy creative bubble. Thank you. Thank you for putting your tail in my mouth. All right. Steffer says, I'm just sitting here with an LED light in my mouth while I whiten my teeth. No big deal. No, Skid says, I just got through a 24-hour stomach bug. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're half alive, but you're here. I love it. Ooh, Tim says, itching to get back to putting the final touches on my first fully edited episode of Omen tonight. Tim, this is so exciting. This is so exciting. I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you. You know what? You can mute me and just get to work if you want to. Oh, man. Yeah, Anne says, I've had a crazy day myself. I listened to today's podcast episode. Oh, thank you. I have to admit, I got in my own way today. LOL. Yeah, today's Right Now episode, if you haven't listened yet, it is about self-sabotage. And so part of me is wondering, like, did I mean to do that? You know, did some part of me get in my own way? I had this perfectly timed. I had my tea. Oh, my tea is out there somewhere. I had my tea ready. This is just what we do sometimes. But yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Naked Acre says, I know how to make slippers. Who wants a pair? I would not say no to a pair of slippers. Yes. Blanket fort sounds great. Yes. 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 Blanket forts for all. Yes. Oh, Charlie's here. Hey, Charlie. Wonderful. Oh, Tim says, thanks, friends. You're on the cutting edge of my creative life. I love it. Love it. Yeah, Damien says, I am so looking forward to Omen. I am too. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh, blanket fort and slippers, the Peachy Writer. That sounds amazing. Oh, thank you. Mary says it was a good episode. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Steffer says, I'm the master of sabotaging myself. Like I've seriously made it into a life skill. Whoopsies. Listen to today's episode. And if you already have, then check out The Big Leap. Where's my copy? It's probably waterlogged. I think it's back on the shelf, but I can't walk over there because there's like a mountain of sopping wet towels. See, if I keep the video like here and above, it looks like I've got some kind of semblance of professionalism. Like, yes, my office is not completely flooded. Sure, I'm not sitting in a foldable aluminum chair on top of a blanket. Sure, this is a professional setup that we've got here, and I'm a professional writer. I don't know. I like saying that. I like saying I'm a professional writer, and this is how life goes sometimes. When you make money writing, you know, you still step in pitchers of water and drown your office. I'm just happy. Okay, usually I have stacks of paper everywhere. Oh, my tea. Thank you, Tim. Oh, look, Tim brought me my tea on a little saucer. Can I tell you how wonderful it is to have a supportive partner in your life? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tim. Whew, I am going to be so behind in the chat. Foxy says, I'm currently working on making an overlay for a Dungeons and Dragons stream I'm in this weekend. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Super excited. What show is it for? Oh, yeah, Tim is a keeper. Oh, tea accident. Yes. Hero. Tim is the hero. Almost dropped the tea. That's okay. Oh, Poxy, it's for your show. I'm sorry. My brain tonight is let's just catch the little pieces of Sarah's brain. Okay, and we'll just pack them back in. Just pack them back in. Because that's also a thing professional writers do. They drink tea. They get their little brain pieces from wherever they are floating about the ether and try to become less scatterbrained, which is what I was alluding to being. All right, perfect. I have tea. I have a cat who is surprisingly calm. I think she enjoyed the whole water on the floor accident. Oh my gosh, got the second of my shingles vaccine. Oh my gosh, the first one. So Naked Acre says the first one flattened me with side effects. We'll see how this one goes. Maybe not writing tonight, but reading for sure. Reading is such a good way to recharge. Thanks, Augie. Augie says, I've been spending my week getting colors and fonts together for my rebrand. Thanks to a certain masterclass, it's been very easy and extremely fun. Thank you, Augie. Augie has been taking my, see if I can get my hand under it, kind of. This. Okay, and out. There we go. My Podcast Now masterclass, which teaches you how to podcast. It starts off with marketing and branding exercises, and it ends with marketing and branding exercises because podcasting, successful podcasting, starts and ends with marketing and branding. And I think it's just something that podcasters and creatives in general don't know enough about and don't get to learn enough about. So thank you. Stephanie says, my supportive partner has been my hubby for over 38 years. He's a keeper too. I love it. Ken's Tavern. Wonderful. Mini campaign running with a new DM to the channel. Super excited. Poxy, that is so cool. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I'm really excited for you. Timothy says, I may have found a sound person for my show. Excellent. I hope so. I know that can be a really, really tough search. For me, it's really hard to let go of any of the creative process, but sound design it puts so much character and so much personality in your show. I'm really glad that you found the right person. Oh, I love that. HL says it's the little things that are huge. Yes. When someone loves us. When my husband and I were dating, HL says he drove 45 minutes one way just to bring me a soda because he knew I was having a tough day at work, dispatching on a graveyard, and I was working alone, so I couldn't take a break. That's very sweet. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yes, I knew you were a streamer, Poxy, but I also didn't know that you streamed your own games. So Steffers says, still working on the Space Pirates podcast, but today, instead of continuing to work on the plot for season 1, I'm going through and aligning all of the scenes I've planned in episodic order. Things are starting to take shape. Oh, that sounds exciting. Oh, I love it. That sounds exciting. Wonderful. Yeah, Tim. So I've been using, if you're watching on Twitch, and Poxy just alerted me to the fact that I have the wrong name. So I automate this Twitch stream. None of you care about this, from a third-party platform called StreamYard. And I think I have to actually be in the Twitch stream. Because it auto titles the stream. And I don't know why it does that. It makes me very sad. Anyway. Hey, Tim is here. Hello, Tim. Tim says, howdy, howdy, howdy. So Jimmy has big news. Whoops. Can I click on Jimmy's comment, please? Thank you. Jimmy says, over the weekend, I finalized the layout for the book and wrote the back cover blurb plus cover reveal. Jimmy, can you share your, well, I guess you can't really share your cover reveal here with us, but is it on your website yet? I think that would be my question for you. Okay, I'm gonna real quick, can I change the thing on Twitch? See, for me, it's showing create along for January. So yeah, anyway, Jimmy, let us know where you end up posting your cover, and more importantly, where people like me can buy your book when it's ready. I'm really, really, really excited about it. Really excited. Oh no, and spilled sweet tea. Oh, all over the counter. Oh, oh, just sticky. I'm glad that this was at least just water. Um, just water. Just water. That's what it is. Oh, I got you. Okay. Thanks, Poxy. Okay. So Twitch sent out the notification. Okay, I gotcha. And the current title is this. Thank you for clearing that up. I'm so new to all of this. Okay. In the meantime, I am completely behind in the comments. But there's so many good things being said here. Yes. Yes, Jimmy. Yes, I'm seeing so many nice things. Oh, thank you. I didn't mean to click on this. It looks like I'm like advertising my own podcasting course, but thank you for your kind words, Damien, who says it's a great course. It was so helpful to get me to go back to the basics, and I'm a proud graduate of it. You're amazing. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Gosh, wonderful. Thank you. Yes, and people need to know about your space pirate stuffers. We need to get you marketing on track, etc. Cass, welcome. Cass says, I took the day off work today because I needed a mental health reset. Had a quiet day doing some cooking and a teeny bit of organizing and lots of relaxing. Now I have chocolate. Life is okay again. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Oh, I love that. I hope that I know it can be really hard when you're, well, especially when you're a creator, when you're an independent creator, when you are relying on yourself for not only the creation, but also the financial support for your job that funds your creative work. And it can feel like taking a day off is like a huge step backwards, but it's not. It's not. Taking a day off is it's the oh my gosh, all I can think of if it's like the little rocket launch pad that launches you off into a better tomorrow, but that sounds really cheesy. And yeah, somebody was mentioning earlier, and thank you for mentioning this week's newsletter, I talked about how last week I started the week off with a sinus infection, and I had to take 2 days just to sleep, and I was so angry. And then Wednesday was like political mayhem. Thursday and Friday were just, Friday I had an okay writing day, but like sometimes you just need to take time, and it can be really hard to deal with that as a creator who has a lot of ambition, and ambition is not a bad thing. And as a creator who just has a lot of stuff they want to do. Like I have so many things I want to do. My sister Rebecca and I met a few hours before this live stream this afternoon, and we're working through looking at our goals for 2021, and not necessarily setting our goals, but having one focus in mind and then breaking it down into little steps to make sure we actually reach that goal in 2021. And it's harder than it looks. Harder than it looks. Oof, Laura, I totally understand this. Laura says, I've been underwater at work since the year rolled over. I haven't done a single creative thing. I haven't even cracked open a book. I'm looking forward to doing something for me. Laura, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I think a lot of people are in that boat. I think a lot of people are in that boat. And if you want to use tonight to crack open a book, if you want to use tonight to simply, I've got my journal here. If you want to open up your journal and just put pen to paper and just feel the words, if you want to do some typing tonight, this time is set aside for you. So I also want you to know it's easy to put extra pressure on yourself. If you haven't written for like a month, or if you haven't written for 2 weeks, or if you haven't written for a year and a half, when you sit down to write, it can feel like there's an enormous amount of pressure on you to produce and to like write something really good and amazing, but there's not. There's just you. And it's okay if you're not, if you, what you write isn't perfect. It's okay if you don't write to your own expectations. I say this because I set aside the time several years ago. I set aside the time to go on a writing retreat. And when I got out to my retreat, I was like, okay, this has to be worth it. This has to be the best stuff I've ever written. And it was just kind of regular. I'd had just these expectations that I was going to become a genius, apparently, when I was out in the woods on this writing retreat. But no, it was just regular writing. So I just want you to be patient with yourself. Forsaken Fallen says, Laura, I am in that same boat. Yes, yes. Jimmy says, Laura, you've got this. Yes. Oh my gosh, all of you. Let's see. Oh, okay, wait. Oh gosh, I am so sorry if I'm not getting everyone's comments. There's so much going on. Oh, hey, Rebecca from the future, from Australia. Oh my gosh, yes, it's so hard to join with the kiddos on holiday. Yes, determined to get more world building done. Yes, during this session. I love it. Gotta hydrate. Yes, we have people chanting. I love this. People chanting for Jimmy. We're so excited for you. Okay, it's on your Facebook and MeWe feeds. Does that count? Yes. I don't actually even know what MeWe is. I'm not down with like the cool things. I'm just here doing a live stream. So yes, everyone go check out Jimmy's Facebook and MeWe. I don't know what that is, but that is fine. Go look at that cover. It's so good. Mary says, yeah, I haven't touched my novel since before Christmas. I've been busy with the blog and office remodel and holidays and etc. Tonight, I'm going back to the novel. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Yes, spill the tea means share the rumors. Yes, yes. I'm going to try so hard not to spill my tea. But I will. I don't know if I can give you any gossip or rumors, but I'll spill that tea too if I have any. Oh my gosh. Yes, there are so many new people here tonight. Welcome. Tim, if you haven't already done so, can you put the Twitch link here in the chat? Jimmy, yes, post that to your website. Make it a new post that says cover reveal, whatever you need. Should be good to check tomorrow because tonight I really need to write something creative and also maybe play a little Stardew. I love how everyone is addicted to Stardew Valley with me. I don't know if you saw, if you follow me on Twitter at Sarah Rhea Werner, you may have noticed I posted earlier, I took a screenshot. I've played over 100 hours in that game and I just downloaded it like 2 weeks ago. So don't judge me. Yeah, I'm never going to catch up with these comments, and that's okay. Peachy Writer says, I'm finally working on revising my nano project. I've decided to make so many changes, but I'm very excited about them. Yes. Wait, what's your good news, Damien? Okay, I guess I'll have to scroll down in the comments to see your good news. Marissa says, I've been commissioned to help translate, quote, a novel. My friend's dad has written it in Portuguese. My friend will translate it to English to the best of her abilities, and then I will give it some colloquial polishing. This is cool. Marissa says, this is a very new thing for me. I'm excited. Well, heck, we're excited for you. I love it. That's a cool project. Oh, Lynette's here. Hello, Lynette. It is so good to see you. Tim says, been prepping for some pretty major guests coming onto the Funny Science Fiction podcast. I am like giggly excited. I hope that you coordinated with Jimmy and that Jimmy is one of those guests. Also, anyone else in here who writes sci-fi, get in touch with Tim. I was able to be a guest on the Funny Science Fiction podcast, and it was a true delight. It was just really, really, really fun. Oh, you also might have roped in a sound designer. Oh my gosh. Oh, and it's your mentor. Oh, that's wonderful. Congrats, Damien. That's huge. Oh my gosh. Carrie is here. Hello. Okay, here is the cover of Jimmy's book if you want to see the cover reveal. I don't know if you can type all this in, but if you're on Twitch, you should be able to see the link and click on it. Those of you who are not, go to Jimmy's Facebook page. Thanks, Tim. Tim says, I like when streamers take that occasional 30-second break to read comments. Gives everyone a little break to catch up mentally. Okay. Yes, you're all catching up with me. Takara says, I tried to create my own website, but it was an epic fail. What happens? Yeah, and websites can be tricky. So like if you try one and it doesn't work out, there's other platforms out there that might be a better fit. And Takara, I know that you are a star on Facebook, and so maybe that is just a good place for you, just as long as you are also posting your work somewhere you own. So like if you're printing it out, or if you are also just keeping it in a document on your computer, just to make sure that, in case Facebook were to shut down or something happened to it, make sure that you still have copies of everything that you've written. That's really important. Oh my gosh, Damien, this is amazing. Oh, you're meeting with him after writing tonight. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's fantastic. Yes. Oh gosh. Thank you. Gosh. Thanks, Damien. Oh man. Liz says our internet is really messed up tonight. Yeah. Right on the honor system. You're all great. Good night, Liz. I'm glad you're able to join us, even just for a little while. Yeah, internet. Last few times I've streamed Stardew Valley, my internet dumps me, and so I'm like 3 hours into a stream, and then it just dies. So I'm sorry you're having internet issues. Mary says, Takara, if you're having issues with your website, go ahead and message me. Oh, that's very kind of you, Mary. Thank you. Shannon says, I'm going to look through old stories tonight as a starting point to jump back into the saddle and try to put the distractions aside. Woof, distractions. Yeah. I am really good at distracting myself and, in fact, inviting distractions into my life. Yeah, distractions are... Oh, good. Okay, I'm looking. Sorry, this is classic. I got distracted while talking about distraction. Okay, that's where we are today. That's where we are mentally. But my eyes caught onto people are talking about Stardew Valley in the comments. Yes, Charlie, I have put in over 100 hours on Stardew Valley. Well, at Animal Crossing, they're so similar. They're the same thing, essentially. One just has cute animals, and one has like little pixel people. Like, actually, this looks like my character, little pixel people. Okay, thank you for not judging me. Jimmy just got the game and has over 18 over 18 hours in. Fishing is hard, and I had to dedicate a day or two in real life. Like, not a day in game, but like a real day. Well, okay, it wasn't the whole day, but I dedicated my free time spent playing Stardew Valley one day to getting good at fishing. And it's doable, but it's still really hard. Still really hard. Oh my gosh. You can only play it after work. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. Everything is on your notes on your phone. Good, good, good. Yeah, Anne asks, does Midori like to hang out with you while you write? Yes, she used to do it more. She used to sit in my lap while I would write, and it was very sweet. I don't know if you can see. I'm not going to show you the floor. You can see some of the towels creeping up, but you can see she's snoozing here on my chair. So she's in the office with me while I write, which is nice. So yeah. Cassandra says, I need to work on writing up presentation slides and handouts for my class next month. Excellent. Oh, hey, speaking of distractions, playing Star Wars Front. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, it was really meta distraction. That was just really, it was really special. Oh gosh. Yeah, the Peachy Writer says my phone is my biggest distraction. I should go back to my old Motorola Razr without internet. Tim, my partner Tim, has an old flip phone, and well, he finds other ways to get distracted, I think. But yeah, the phone is just an additional constant distraction. During the day when I work, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. And that has been really helpful. I turned off all notifications, and that has been really helpful. So yeah, actually, I think I just did a podcast episode about distraction. Yes, episode 104, Protecting Your Time. If you want to go back and listen to that episode of the Right Now podcasts, it exists just for you. Yes, yes, yes. Large updates. Yes, they just updated it, and I'm so happy about it. Oh, dogs are so good. Oh, dogs are so good. Let's see. Lynette says, I need to work on book 2 in my series. I need to flesh out a minor character in book 1 that yesterday told me he has more of a role in book 2 that I was not aware of during book 1. Oh, I love that. I love that, Lynette. Good. Good. Oh, your cat's your biggest fan. Oh, spends all the time in his little box. Another book lover says, I'd get distracted from writing by listening to that episode about distractions. I totally get that. So, hey, friends, apologies for being late today, but should we go ahead and do some creating together? I'm going to go ahead and put up our little banner here that says that we are writing until 8:30 p.m. CT Central Time. That is 6:30 p.m. Pacific. That is 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do some writing together. And during this time, you're welcome to create with us. You're welcome to journal. You're welcome to read. You're welcome to work on your novel. You're welcome to record episodes for your podcast. You're welcome to do some planning. I've got a new little notes started for my next episode of Right Now. But you are also very welcome to take a nap. You are welcome to doodle. You are welcome to stare at the wall and just enjoy some peace and quiet. It's whatever you need personally to nurture and foster your mental health and your creative spirit. If you need to, get a cup of tea. I always like to have a warm cup of tea. It's very soothing for me. I also have some water here that's not moonshine, I promise. Davis, I want you to get a glass of water and drink it because hydrating is so good for you. Good. I'm seeing people come in saying like, yes, I have scripts to write. Skit says I'm going to be listening to auditions for one of my podcasts and then working on my websites. I was going to work on a story, but I'm not thinking I should tidy my desk because it's a nightmare. You do what you need to do. If tidying your desk will help you process your space, then go ahead and do that. Yes, Carrie, my favorite saying, hydrate, don't dihydrate. Yes. Let's see. Working on a short story. Fantastic. Okay, Mary's logging off. Oh, okay. Well, you too, Mary. It's always good to see you. Thank you for being here. Two Earn says drawing. I love it. Flying a spaceship. I love it. All right. Are you guys all ready? Carmen is transcribing a story you hand wrote. Excellent. Timothy says, I'm finishing recording the final lines for the first episode. Takara says, part 21 of that murder mystery. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes. Ready. Coffee. Check. Ready. Noise canceling headphones. A must. Yes. Making a silly audio thing for silly reasons. Is there any better reason to do anything? All right, I'm gonna mute myself. If you want, you can exit out of here. If you want, you can stay here and watch me silently create. You can play your own music or your own ocean sounds or whatever you need to create on your side. But I will see you at 8:30 p.m. Central. So that's in 50 minutes. Get ready, set, go. Welcome back, writers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is the alpenhorn of summoning. So I would like to gently welcome you back. Oh, I almost said to the world of the living. I don't know what I meant by that. But well, but welcome back. Yes, Charlie, I did that right for when your exercise ended. I did that just for you. It looks like another book lover had to head out, which is absolutely fine. Mary had to head out. That's absolutely fine. Those of you who are still here, hi. How was your writing session? I saw a few questions come in. Author Chris asks, Sarah, what program do you use for writing and how do you keep track of character names? So I started in Microsoft Word, and then I moved to Google Docs because I could access it from my laptop and my phone, and it was just really easy to use. But now for Girl in Space season 2, well, and for halfway through season 1 of Girl in Space, I started using, I don't know if it's pronounced Celtics or Celtics, like the basketball team, but it's CELTX. I also have Final Draft Pro, but I prefer using Celtics. It's really easy to use. So that's what I've been using to write Girl in Space season 2. You ask, how do I keep track of characters? I'm laughing and looking at, I have a sticky note on a vase of forsythia branches here. Here's my sticky note that I just took down. This is my this is my character list for Girl in Space. So yeah, so this is how I keep track of my character names. But program wise, I've been using Celtics to write Girl in Space. So you just saw my very sophisticated system. I also, for writing Girl in Space, I also do a large chunk of it by hand. So you can see I've got this composition book, and it's got, I think I have, what is it, 80, 85, 82 handwritten pages. Just of thoughts and outlining and scenes that may work or may not work. So I also do use this to write Girl in Space as well. Usually I'll handwrite something before I type it in, just so I literally get a feel for it. I do all of my best thinking through this little pen, or other pens like it, because they die on me all the time. So it's a great question. I hope that that's helpful. So yeah, otherwise, what I was writing during our write along tonight, I was working on my Dear Creators newsletter for Monday. And so those I just write in Google Docs. And so I was using Google Docs today. So Steffers the Great. Oh, let's see. Sorry, it scrolled down, and we'll just start with Carmen. Carmen says, I wrote a lot for myself, at least. Then I did some journaling. I love it. I love it. Augie says, I use plain old Google Docs, so I don't have to worry about hitting save every 2 seconds. Yes. Although make sure you do enable offline mode. I found out that as well when the internet was dead and I could not write. So got to make sure that internet or whatever offline mode, save to desktop. I don't know. It's some kind of like mode where it doesn't destroy your life if the internet goes down. Okay, I want to go back up here. I want to scroll back to Steffers the Great, who says, proud of myself, I got 1,700 words written. Steffers the Great, that is like my output for an entire day. So kudos to you. Kudos to you and your space pirates. Oh, I love it. Anne says, I finished my scene before the time was up. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, the alpenhorn causes confusion for a lot of people, but I think that's part of the reason I love using it, is it's just so weird. Thanks again to Lynn Cullen, who found our beautiful alpenhorn sound. I still really love using that. Augie says, I was listening to some instrumental EDM. Thankfully, the horn happened on an offbeat. Otherwise, I would have missed it. Good. Stephanie says, I got almost 600 words written, which I wouldn't have without this wonderful group. Stephanie, thank you for saying that. And thank you for being here. Thank you for putting the time into your craft. This is you who've done this. So good. You deserve recognition for that. All of you do, for being here, for showing up. Because when you show up here, you're showing up not just for yourself, but you're showing up for your craft. You're showing up to show yourself that you are committed to doing this. And I absolutely love that. Cassandra says, if one is really into writing, it sometimes feels like reemerging into the land of the living. Thank you. Yes. Skid says, I'm still working on my website. It's more difficult than I wanted it to be. It always is. It's always more time consuming than you want it to be. I don't know if this helps or not, but like, remember when you're working on a website, it's a work in progress. It's organic. It can change later. If you just need to put in some placeholder text for now so that you can move on with something else, you can do that and change it another day. Gotta hydrate. Cass, you also use Celtics/Celtics. It's just CELTX, and it's free. I use the free version. I just make sure that every time I save frequently, and every time I finish an episode, I download the PDF and save that just so that I have it. It does make transcripts difficult, though. I like to have HTML text or something that's easy for a screen reader to use. And, PDFs aren't great for screen readers and accessibility. And so I like to make sure that I do have transcripts that are easily and readily available for listeners. So I don't know, Celtics isn't great for that, however you pronounce it. Tim says, whew, lots of busy work tonight. In addition to bringing me tea and refilling my water, Tim says, fading in and out the ends of every character's lines before importing each scene into the master document. Tim, I am so excited to hear this episode. So excited. Rebecca says, back to the world of the living. Totally. Us writers enter a wholly different world when we create. We do, don't we? Forsaken Fallen says, woo, I had to backtrack on my story and I ended up further ahead than when I deleted the trash part. Finally, some progress. It really is 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and sometimes 3 steps backward, like 1 step forward. It's just, it's such a dance of making progress in your manuscript. So I'm really glad you backed up to the part that was troubling you. Finding those trouble sections can be hard, and often they're a lot further back than we want them to be. We have to backtrack a little bit further than we actually want to backtrack, and that's frustrating. But I'm really glad you did it, and I'm glad that you made progress. Augie, nice. Finished episode 2 tonight. That's fantastic. Yes. And Takara got a 1.5 pages done. Awesome. Nice work. Nice work. Steffer says, I have Scrivener, but I haven't really been good about being consistent with it. Oops. I also use an extension on Google Docs that auto-formats script stuff. That's amazing. Steffers, what is your extension called? And is it stable? I would love to use that. Oh, Pico. Pico says, got some focused time in structuring my grad application letter. Yes, still working on that. Good. It takes time. It's important. I'm glad you're putting in the time. Do you like handwriting it before typing it? Absolutely. It helps me think. I do it more slowly, which means I do it more thoughtfully and intentionally. So it's been good for me. And I just like the way it feels to handwrite. It's just like a little luxury for me. I get good paper and I buy these pens that I love. They have a great flow of ink. And it's just, I get to treat myself when I write. Megra is here. Hey, Meg. Megra12 says, I have been working on some character notes and outlining for my novel that stalled. I am realizing I know more about my characters than I thought. Ooh. Oh, I love that. I love that. I have so many questions now. Like, what got you back to working on this novel? Why did it stall in the first place? Um, this is awesome. I'm really excited for you. Annie says 186 words written, and oh, I love this character, the spirit of might have been. Ooh, she's what happens when a prompt requesting a ghost story meets a prompt requesting a ballerina and no themes of death. Oh my gosh. Annie, I love these challenges. I love these challenges. I hope that you are just having so much fun with them, and I hope that they are doing everything that you want them to do for your writing. I hope they're challenging you. I hope they're giving you something fun to do with your craft and your skills. Like, that's just really fun. Nice, Marissa. Okay, Marissa says, I just broke 10,000 words on my novel. As a slow writer, amen. This makes me so happy. Many, many more words to go. Marissa, yes. I am one of those writers. I know people in here, and I try so hard not to envy. I usually write, at the most 500 words in like a whole day of writing. It is so hard. It's so hard for me to produce words, but so I realize that is a huge accomplishment, and we're really excited here with you. Oh, fantastic. Let's see. Scrolling back up. Scrolling back up. Oh man. Okay. I've missed a lot of comments. Oh no. Okay. I think I'm finally like, okay. Jimmy says update coming. Clap, 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 clap. Perfect. Lynette got hangry and ate some food. Self-care is important. If you're hungry, you need to eat. That is good. That fuels your creativity. That fuels your brain, and that fuels your story. Taking good care of yourself, eating meals when you need to eat, sleeping when you need to sleep is so important. And I'm saying this not just to you, but to myself as a reminder as well. Ooh, a good soundtrack that's giving you emotions right now that aren't appropriate to the scene that I'm writing, says Damien, but it's so good. I love that. And I know some of you have scene and character and story appropriate playlists even. I know Tim has several for Omen, and several of you have also talked about like, yeah, I have playlists for this character and this character. And I absolutely love that. Music is so magical. It's such a potent magic for when we're writing. Anne says, I use Word. Megra says, I kind of use Scrivener, but also giant notebooks, and I'm testing out cue cards. I know. I've got where's my stack? Oh, I forgot. I'm not in my wheelie chair. I'm in an aluminum chair. I've got my stacks over there, my little cards. So I use all of that as well. Yes, Shannon says, I turned on the thunderstorm music, turned the magic light to blue, and knocked out 800 beautiful words. Shannon, I love that. 800 beautiful words. Oh, developed. Okay, so Rebecca from the future says, developed the community housing system for one of my alien cultures, discovered some key features for the other alien culture too, feeling positive. I love it. That is great. That is great. That is great. Let's see. Forsaken Fallen says, I'm weird and I use just about everything. Word, Google Docs, Scrivener. I even have a Discord for writing notes on the go. That's a fantastic idea. That's fantastic. I don't think that's weird. I mean, I've got all my notebooks. I've got, like, for me, the hard part is like keeping everything focused and in one place. So making sure that I don't have like notes on my phone that I also don't have in my notebook, or that I don't have on a sticky note on my wall, or that I don't have somewhere else. Like, it's just, yeah. Lara says, I started to write, but my Kindle was calling. I think that's what you needed to be doing. So I settled in to read, and it was glorious. Yes, I'm going to crawl under my weighted blanket and keep reading until I fall asleep. Laura, that is the dream. That is the dream. That is exactly what you needed to be doing tonight. I'm so happy right now. Also, I really want to read under a weighted blanket right now. That sounds really cozy. Oh, let's see. Anne says that Scrivener for Windows is not accessible for the visually impaired. Interesting. But the Mac version is accessible in the VoiceOver screen reader. Good to know. Good to know. Accessibility is so important. Lynette says, can anyone tell me where I can find podcasts that are looking for people to audition for them? Ooh, yes. Augie says Casting Call Club. Yes, it looks like, yeah, some other people. Yeah, Casting Call and then voiceacting.boards.net. You can also check out Audio Drama Sunday, the hashtag on Twitter will often, and also, gosh, what is it? Casting Call. And if you start following people like Ellie Fernandez Collins and Will Williams, they often retweet, and I even retweet the auditions that I see also from my Girl in Space Twitter. So those are a few places to get you started. Takara says, does anyone use the Pages app on the iPhone? I haven't used it, but it looks like maybe some other people have. Kathy says, got some words out, which is amazing. Steffer says, ooh, this is a big one. This is a big one. So you can just see, like, you see my eyebrows over it. Steffer says, random questions completely unrelated to the ongoing conversation. That's okay. Are there people out there that are up for critiquing works in progress? I don't even know if that's a good way to explain it. For example, I have an overview of episodes 1 through 7. Only a few of those episodes are actually written, so I don't need a beta reader yet. It's mostly to see if my idea isn't totally idiotic or nonsensical. Is that a service people offer, like an idea critique? This is maybe, and maybe other people would have other things to say, but over the years I've made friends with other writers, and usually I'll just kind of run ideas past them. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I tend to just barrel ahead with ideas that I have. So I'm probably not the best person to ask, but if you have a writer's group, if you have like a group text of creators who you can text, or if you belong to a community like that on Reddit or Twitter or Facebook, that's a great place to start asking around. But as far as like paid services and people who do that like for a living, Idea Validator, maybe. I have no idea, and would love to hear from other people here in the chat if that is something that you found. Yes. Let's see. HL says, I got the rough draft of this week's blog down. I love it. That's a great feeling. Damien says, I imagine after today's work that I'll have this script done tomorrow, especially if I find some time to slack at work and get the rough dialogue planned out. I love it. I love sneaky, stealthy writing in secret. I used to do that. Like, I'd get all of my work for the day done. So like all the work they were paying me to do, I would do it. And then I'd be like, hee hee hee. Love it. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this is the extension Steffers was talking about. It's super simple. It's an add-on called Screenplay Formatter. It's been a godsend for me in Google Docs. Thank you for sharing that, Steffers. So again, everyone, that is called Screenplay Formatter, and it is a Chrome extension for your internet browser so that you can write Google Docs in a formatted script. And Steffers continues, as far as I know, it's stable. I've never had any issues. Ooh, this is, oops. Oh no, it keeps jumping ahead. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. Sorry, everyone. Have you ever heard of anyone handwriting on the iPad and then converting it to text? What is it, Rocketbook? Rocketbook? Evernote has had one, maybe. Yeah, not off the top of my head. I know that there are specific things like for that. I get them advertised to me all the time on Instagram, but I don't know if they work. I don't know how well they work, and I haven't used them. Okay, people are saying Marissa, that's amazing. Marissa, congratulations. That's a huge milestone. Keep it up. I'm sorry I'm so far behind. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Megra says, my novel stalled because of self-sabotage, and I decided it was terrible, but I couldn't let it go. And someone encouraged me to reread what I had, and I decided it might actually not be hopeless and terrible. It might, ooh, this is so good. It might just be a first draft. Yes. So I am trying again. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can tell from like my wild gesticulations, but that, oh, I feel that so much. It might not be terrible. It might just be a first draft. Yes. You have to let your first draft be terrible. You have to allow that. You cannot shut yourself down. I'm so glad you took a second look at it. Oh, I love it. Love it. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to, Annie says, I hit a bit of a wall with other writing, so the prompts and particularly the bonkers, all the prompt story are my sandbox just to play in and have fun for a bit. No goals beyond that yet, though I'm wondering if opening up the ridiculous like this might be helpful down the road. I think so. I'm part of another writers group, and one of the writers every time reminds me that you need to be writing for yourself for fun too. Like it's important. Absolutely is important. Let's see. Oh yes. Also, Chris reminds me of, so Lynette, you were asking earlier about casting calls. The Facebook group Audio Drama Hub, which is linked here. You can also just search for it, Audio Drama Hub. It's run by, I think it's run by Sarah Golding and a few other people. But it's a really fantastic resource as well. So thank you, Chris. Yes, yes. Oh, let's see. Oh, try to catch up. All right, let's see. Okay, people talking about screen formatting. Yes, brainstorm with your writing friends. I mean, honestly, an informal brainstorm has been, I don't know, it's worked for me in the past. Oh, Steffer says, I'm just worried about stealing people's time, especially since it's not fully fleshed out. Good old anxiety demon talking. Yeah, I think that, you know, if you feel like you're taking when you do that, but if you also give, like if you also enter into those conversations with other writers and creators, it's kind of an exchange. And that's kind of how we do things as writers and creators, especially indie. So, you know, I'll send out like, oh, is this a really bad idea? To my group of writers and creators. And then, you know, they'll just as often send over like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, just testing the water. What's your gut reaction? And I'll be like, oh, I can't wait to listen to that show. Like, that's going to be amazing. So just giving and receiving, making sure that you're, you're not just taking, you're also giving back to that community. And having a community like that can be really beautiful. So I love that. Love it. All right, let's see. Stephanie says, my writing coach says, now go and write mediocre words. That's all we can do. That's sometimes all we can do is just write that terrible first draft. Ooh, Davis says, my biggest self-sabotage is the moment that comes after having written a first or second draft, the moment where you try and figure out if what you've done is objectively good after all of that work or likable enough. Davis, there is no such thing as objectively good. I might be saying something kind of like a little off the wall, but art is subjective. Art is, there's not a rule book. And if you do follow all the rules, it won't guarantee that you create anything good. It's so hard to quantify and say, objectively, this is good writing. Objectively, this is bad writing. because you're not accounting for the power of the story. You're not accounting for the heart and the emotion that the author put into it. So, I mean, my advice to you for that, the advice you didn't ask for is don't worry about that. Just write what is good to you, and don't worry if it's objectively good, because I don't think there is an objectively good. There's just the story that you're telling and the way that you're telling it, and it's unique and it's your voice. I don't know. I don't know if that helps, but that is just, it's just what came to my head. Yes, words on a page are words on a page. That's exactly it. It's exactly it. Let's see. Yes, Cassandra says, I think coming to terms with the fact that your first draft is probably going to be awful is one of the hardest things to get comfortable with. Yes, but that's also why editing exists. So you can't edit until you have something to edit. You can't polish something that doesn't exist. You can't make better something that doesn't exist. And so, yes. Ooh, a crappy first draft of what might be a kid's book. That's exciting. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's see. Author Chris says, Sarah, have you talked any about the big push you got for the AD? So like the big push for Girl in Space, like after I started publishing episodes, like how it kind of got popular. That is a very long story. And if I'm interpreting your question correctly, oh gosh. I feel like this is like a huge topic in and of itself. A lot of it has to do with marketing. Well, some of it has to do with marketing, which is really important and a good skill for any author, creator, podcaster, audio drama creator to have. And if you go back and listen to, I think episodes 84, 85, and 87 of the Right Now podcast, I have like a 3-part primer on marketing for creators. And a lot of it's just community building, it's PR, it is discovering your initial audience and your target audience and connecting with them and building relationships and community with them. It's having a strong visual brand. It's having a presence. It's following what we've talked about before called the 80-20 rule. There's a lot going on there. It also, like, season 1 of Girl in Space also came out right, and I did not do this on purpose, but right when the new the iOS, whatever the new iOS was in 2017 that got released, was released like the same weekend as Girl in Space. And so a lot of people saw when their phones updated, they saw the podcast icon for the first time, and they clicked it, and Girl in Space was being featured on the front page of iTunes that week. And so I think that that's really, it's just all interconnected and weird, and I could talk about it for hours and I won't do that because I respect your time. Yes. Let's see. Charlie says, so Charlie does drawing. And so Charlie says, the instant I finish a piece, this is the greatest thing I've ever drawn. The morning after, her thumb is facing the wrong direction. You know what? You got to do a rough draft. You have to have the bones and structure to improve upon. You have to. Yes. Augie says, I just have to learn how to make a first draft that I can bear to look at more than once instead of starting from scratch. I think that part of it just comes from giving yourself permission to write something terrible, like to even find joy in writing something terrible. Like, instead of judging yourself, because that's what you're doing, you're judging yourself. So put away the judgment and take out the fun. Have fun. Let yourself have fun. And forgive yourself if it's not amazing and beautiful and good. Let yourself have fun with that terrible first draft. And then later, the editor can come in with their judgy hat and they can judge. And they can cut this line and move this here. But yeah. Yeah, you have to be kind to yourself. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Tim. Tim is linking to, yes, my 3 episodes. If you're interested in sort of a crash course on marketing as a creative, episodes 84, 85, and 87. So marketing is not a dirty word, marketing part 2, and then PR for writers, but it's also PR for podcasters or whatever it is it's just for creators. Also, if you go to my YouTube channel, because I'm sending you all over the internet anyway. I think it's on my YouTube channel. We'll say it's on my YouTube channel. I have a free, I think a 2 or 3 hour long live stream that I did just doing like basics of marketing. It's just a casual conversation. I take Q&A, but it's just everything. It's just like a brain dump of everything I know about marketing. And I think it's over on my YouTube channel. I really hope it's on my, I was like, where is that video? Maybe I did it on Twitch. I don't even remember, but yes. Okay, I have a couple things here I also want to highlight. Augie says, I did write a terrible thing and I just feel like I should do something with it instead of calling it a writing exercise. Oh, so not to call you out, but maybe you won't mind if I call you out. This is classic scarcity mindset. This is classic, I've used up these words and they're not bringing any value. Therefore, this, exercise was a mistake. And I've wasted my time and I've wasted these words and I've wasted this thought. And you haven't. Every time you write, you get better. Every time you write, you learn. Like every time you write. And what I would do is just file it away. It might have some good ideas in it that you can mine later. I have a whole file. It's called leftovers. I have a leftovers folder where I put snippets and pieces of things that I write as exercises or as things that I cut out of other shows or other episodes. It just goes into my leftovers, and you don't have to worry about having it be wasted. Carmen says, I have to let my finished stories, and finished is in quotes, sit for a few days before I go back. I also have to let it sit before I publish things. That's always a good idea. I call it letting it stew. If you've ever made like stew or chili or like, even a thing of lasagna, like it tastes better the next day when all the flavors have like, to use a binging with Babish phrase, all the flavors have gotten to know each other. Like all the flavors have melded into a beautiful new wholeness. I think that's true. I think that's true of our writing too. You have to let it sit. Ooh, Jimmy. Okay. Jimmy just says, just finished the first draft of an entirely unexpected story about a RoboCat project gone wrong. About 1,400 words. Woohoo, that was fun. 1,400 words? You monster. I love it. And I want to read about RoboCat. Does RoboCat get a monster log? Don't know why. I am obsessed with your monster logs. I'm very excited about that. Marketing Talk was on Twitch. Yeah, I think you're right. It was a very fun brain dump to watch. Thank you, Davis. Augie says, I love being called out. I do too. Like, well, if it's in the right context and it's not somebody being like a jerk, like, Sarah, let's talk about your hair for a second. But if it's kindly meant, then I like it. Yes, Chris says, as Mighty Murr always says, you have to give yourself permission to suck. Yes. Mighty Murr, Murr Lafferty, who does, what is it called? The I Should Be Writing podcast. That was one of the podcasts that I listened to. There weren't many podcasts about writing before I started the Right Now podcast. And I loved Murr's show. Murr Lafferty's I Should Be Writing. I haven't listened to it in forever. I don't even know if it's still being made, if there's still new episodes coming out, but oh man, I love that. Oh, Damien's heading out. I don't know if I got to you in time, but have a good evening, Damien. I'm so happy you were here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being such a great supporter of this community and for telling people about supporting me on Twitch. Thank you. It means the world. Let's see. Oh, Tim says, oh, hi, it's your old pal 2 hour mark, here to pop in and remind you to protect your free time. Holy cow. Okay. I'm gonna get through a few more comments. Midori's eating again. I'm gonna get through a few more comments, get the towels off my floor, and then I'm gonna go play Stardew Valley. And I'm gonna play on my phone for myself, although I will be doing another Stardew Valley stream very soon, perhaps even tomorrow. Just because I've been having so much fun with those. Jimmy says, Sarah, I want to record the monster logs this year and release them as audio thingamahoochies. Can one of the monsters be a crap weasel? And also, if you need a narrator, I don't know. You talk to me. Talk to Lynette. Oh, she does? Are you kidding me? Mur streams I should be writing on Twitch? Yes. Augie says, I love aggressive positivity, like that guy on TikTok that yells affirmations at people. Oh my gosh, I am in love with that. I love that. Yes, good-natured roasts. Yes. Oh, I love that too. Oh, I love that too. Oh, and then uploads them to her YouTube channel. Okay, I need to find her on Twitch. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you. Stephanie, thank you so much. And we've got Jimmy Davis and Steffers are also volunteering as voice tribute. Augie volunteers as voice tribute. So you've got an army of ready and willing voice actors here who want to be a part of your project. So, okay. And yes, Lynette says, yes, I would love to audition for any voice acting. So just know that you have some people who are excited to work with you. And by some, I mean most of us. Okay, I'm gonna get these soggy wet towels off of my beautiful wooden floors. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad at myself. But anyway, gotta forgive that, right? Just like we forgive our crappy first drafts. Oh, thank you. Chris linked me. Perfect. Mighty Mur on Twitch. Wonderful. Wonderful. Ooh, Rebecca says, thanks for hosting the space. I'm going to go play the Urquin Masters. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds amazing. I'm going to run away now. But thanks for coming tonight. Here's Midori. We do these streams every Wednesday and Friday evening at 7 p.m. I should know that off the top of my head. We do these every night, every Wednesday and Friday night. I'm losing it at 7 p.m. Central Time. So we start at 5 p.m. Pacific. We start at 8 p.m. Eastern. We go for a few hours. I think that's all I have to say. Oh, thank you. You're making my comments come back up. Yes, let's all go play Stardew Valley and just chill for a while. Yes, Midori, why are you here? Why are you here with me now? Yes, thank you. Okay, you're all wonderful and amazing. I hope to see you soon. Yeah, in the meantime, just keep creating. Give yourself permission to write the terrible first draft. You've got this. Bye for now.